back with another video. And this time we're doing dating advice. Now, this brother's talking about this girl uses bro. Let's get into it. So I've been talking to this girl who's a friend of a friend for about a week now, and we've been texting and sending voice messages back a ton. It's been back and forth a bunch, but then I got left undelivered for a little over 24 hours. She sent me a message saying she was super sick, but said, bro, I'm sick, in quotes, bro, I'm sick. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but am I in the friend zone? I'm really bad with flirting and usually end up talking to someone and showing a lot of interest, but not leading to that romantic, to something romantic, because I don't send out that kind of vibe in general. Any help appreciated. I got you. I can tell that you're a young buck. This is 100%. I guarantee it. You're probably under 25, probably under 20. Okay, I'm just going to read out certain bits that will indicate what's going on here. So she said, you've only been texting for about a week. That's fine. You've been texting back loads. That's fine as well. But then you get left undelivered for over 24 hours. That I would typically say she's not interested in you. Just that like one little nugget right there. If she's super interested in you, like on a romantic level, she won't left you read on like for 24 hours, especially if you're young as well, right? She'll be like on her phone constantly and reply back to you, which means she probably had more options or just is not interested in that way kind of thing right now. Then she said, bro, I'm sick. So the thing is though, these days, like bro is like what dude was about 10 years ago. You know, dude, it's kind of like that now. So it's kind of hard to say with just that, like by using bro, but who knows? You can always turn it into like a stepsister type of thing. my internet corrupted brain has just come up with that idea. Maybe you should try that. Who knows? But yeah, that could maybe spin it, but like in a different way. But like yeah, it may not mean anything by her using bro. And then you said, am I overthinking this? Or am I in the friend zone? You're definitely overthinking it, and you're most likely in the friend zone. I'm really bad with flirting. That doesn't help at all, and usually end up talking to someone and showing a lot of interest, but it leads to nothing romantic because I don't send out that kind of vibe. Well, you just answer your own question. You're not you haven't had enough experience yet. You haven't had enough time in a situation where you're actually flirting with a girl. You probably are a virgin, to be honest. It sounds like it anyway, but. Flirting doesn't have to be something that you are like incredible at, right? All flirting is, a lot of the time, is just being a man and not fucking things up. Meaning, stop talking too much. Like, you don't need to tell her all of your interests, because at this point, like, you're doing what a girl would do, like chit chat all the time, right? As a guy, you need to have a little bit more mystery about you. You need to have a bit more like, she needs to be asking more about you rather than you just like sharing all this information like willy-nilly. You probably have trouble controlling the words coming out of your mouth. Like you're probably just like frantically speaking X, Y, and Z. Whereas someone who's in control doesn't care about the awkward silences. In fact, they embrace the awkward silences because they just know that if there's an awkward silence right now, they are comfortable with their own self, that they don't need to fill this empty silence with noise just because it feels a little bit uncomfortable. What a real man would do in that situation is look deep into her eyes and just keep looking, and maybe like a small smile through the eyes almost, and just give her that kind of experience in those silent moments. That will probably build more tension, sexual tension, as well as like what's the word? Desire for you, than you thinking that expressing yourself like verbally is the way. Really, she wants someone who's gonna take control, be a man, take her under his wing and like guide her with the interaction, like lead her. She wants to submit to that person, right? And it's hard when you're gonna submit to someone where they don't even know what they want, and you even say you're like shit at flirting, and it usually doesn't go because you don't send out that kind of vibe. So maybe switch up your vibe. Maybe switch up who you are deep down. Well, not who you are, but just like bring out the man in you, and that will help. Like, For example, in certain situations, when you would talk a lot. Oh shit! Sorry about that, guys. When you would talk a lot, instead just think wait. For example, that word wait, WAIT. Why am I talking? Think about that acronym, right? Wait. If you're rambling too much, rein it back. Ask her a question, and then just calm down, just relax. And then when there's more silence, let her just look deep into her eyes and let her ask you something back, or let her work to try and get you, rather than you constantly spilling your heart on your sleeve and just saying everything that comes to mind, right? These small little techniques are, I suppose they're flirting, but they're just more how you want to act in order to attract someone. It's like you will have more attraction built with the less you do, which is as you're young, I'm guessing you're young, this is counterintuitive to what you think. You think you need to be doing the most, but realistically, the less you do, the less you give a fuck, the less you think, oh, this girl is the one for me, that is the more attractive thing for most girls. They would be like, okay, he clearly doesn't need me. Now I'm going to try and pursue him, etc. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, she's messaging you first. She's not leaving you on red anymore. You could be the one that's leaving her on red, for example. And it's toying with her mind. And she's sending me messages instead saying, please give me advice. Do you see what I mean? Flip the roles. Do what she's doing to you, to her, and also to other girls going forward. And see how it patterns out. Because I'm pretty sure it'll work out in your favor. And to be honest, I know from personal experience, because I was awful with women. I was doing this shit that you're talking about right now, and I was one my friends were around me getting results with women and girls when I was younger, but I wasn't getting anywhere until I started learning how attraction works, how body language works, how being present all the time is way better than having thoughts running in your head. You said, am I overthinking this? Yes, you are overthinking because you're not present enough. And realistically, I know there's a dating advice, but you need to read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, which is a book on mindfulness and meditation. And that book will actually change your life, and it will also make you better with women, because you want to be that person who is in a situation where they're in control of their mind and in control of their thoughts is the main thing. So you're not just rambling all the time. So for example, you two are sitting on a bench, for example, and she just yawns or something like that, and just reaches back, for example, right? And me as a younger guy, I would take that as is she hitting on me? Is she oh, does she want me to scooch close to her? Oh, do I want to put my arm around her? Do I do I move in for a kiss, or do I say something funny? And I'll probably say something funny because I was a joker back then, and I was just constantly hiding my insecurities with jokes and my shitness with women with jokes. So it never got to that sexual stage because I was always fucking up the tension by cracking a joke, right? And that is you overthinking. That is you not being present. Whereas if you read this book I just told you, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, it will help you silence your thoughts, and so you just live in the moment more. And if she does that, it's all right, okay, she just did that, carry on, nothing happened, right? That's where you want to get to, and that you'll find is more attractive in the long run when having this kind of interaction. But yeah, anyway, to be honest, I can go on forever about this because there's a lot to it, but you just need to get better at being a man in general, being more present, being more grounded in your own mind, and not having these overthinking thoughts. Read that book I just told you about. Also learn, watch other videos that are on my channel, that are specifically around dating and flirting and game and stuff like that. That will definitely help you to kind of get that the right energy across when you're in situations with this girl or any other girl going forward. Anyway, that being said, I can go on forever, so I'm going to stop there. I hope this helped. Hope you figure it out, even though I think this situation is pretty fucked. You just need to move on to the next one. But that being said, hope you enjoyed watching. I'll see you in the next video.